Welcome back to the other side of the coin, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to your latest Chelsea news with a little bit of a twist at the end of the video. Three things I want to talk about. The third one is not really a Chelsea news, it's more of an opinion piece. First, I want to talk about the sleeve sponsorship and front of shirt sponsorship. There's some updates in regards to that, so we're going to touch base on that. Secondly, I want to talk about there's news coming up that Chelsea Football Club, we're very content with recruiting young, and we're not really looking to go out there and buy elder statesmen of the game, and we want to continue in this vein. So I want to touch base on that, why I think it might be prudent to continue in this vein now. Thirdly, what I want to talk about is everyone's fearful of Arsenal now. We all fear Arsenal. Arsenal are apparently the best team in the world, and they are unbreakable. They cannot be defeated. They should win almost everything. Champions League, they should win the Premier League, they should win Carabao Cup, FA Cup. They should win it all. They should win it all, and we should all fear Arsenal. Yeah, I want to talk about all of these. I really want to talk about all of these. All right, now, first up, let's talk about the shirt sleeve sponsorship. Ladies and gentlemen, that's done and dusted. Official news has landed on the Chelsea website, and it's all over social media as well, that the front of shirt sponsorship, we've made a deal with Asia Pacific company called FPT. They are basically a technology solution company. So it looks nice. The logo looks nice. It's going to be on our sleeve. And it's a start. Look, I'm not one of those fans that's been, going off and ranting since the start of this season that, hey, where's our front of shirt? Again, third season in a row, we don't have a front of shirt. I know we're placed well this season specifically. And I've been patient that, it's going to happen very, very soon. The past two seasons, it's been a bit of a turmoil, and then when you compound all of that with, no front of shirt sponsorship and, not getting those high quality type of players and, big names, as you want to call it, it was annoying. But now, in recent times, especially, I guess you can call it recent times. I want to sort of start saying that probably not even recent now. It's been a prolonged period of time. But let's say over the last 6 months, the club has shown great maturity. The club, with the players, the manager, they've shown great maturity. They've shown good mentality overall. Winning the Club World Cup, winning the Conference League, doing really well to make it into the Champions League. And, someone doing well this season as well. So, I've been patient this season about everything because I feel like the players, the club, they kind of deserve a little bit of patience. So look, the sleeve sponsorship is in the building. FPT. I don't know the exact ins and outs as to how long this sponsorship's for, but I'm pretty sure we can get some decent money out of it. They're the leading technology solution in Asia Pacific, so I'm very, very happy with that. And the front of shirt sponsorship, ladies and gentlemen, is very imminent as well. That's the news that's been floating about, that it's very imminent, and I can't wait for that to happen. Once we have the front of shirt sponsorship, it's going to be all taken care of. We've got the front of shirt, we've got the sleeve, and we're happy days ready to go. So look, some very, very good news on that front. Now, secondly, there's some news going around that Chelsea Football Club, coming from many different Chelsea journalists, but the briefing is that Chelsea hierarchies, whether it's the directors, whether it's the owners, we're very happy with recruiting the way we are, recruiting young and building these young players up to be the cornerstone of the club. And then basically as they grow up, as they gain experience, become a stronghold of the club, keep adding more future sort of players so that the foundation of the club stays strong. Now, some people are very, very upset about that. I used to be very upset about that. Personally, why I don't think I'm so concerned anymore is because the players that we invested on, I had a different vision in the first year, in the second year of this ownership, definitely the third year as well, now we're into the fourth, I thought that instead of going in this young route, I don't mind getting young players, but don't influx the team with all of them being young. Let's get some seniority. And by seniority, I don't necessarily mean age. What I mean is experience, playing at the highest level. Some of the players that we bought in the first year, second year, and even last year, they didn't have the experience at the highest level. But now, moving into the fourth season under this ownership, a lot of the players that we got in the initial stages, they've built a lot of experience. They've now played at the highest level, in a multiple sense, and a lot of them have got good amount of experience. Their age is still pretty young, but they've got a lot of experience at the highest level. So now I don't mind, because we've built that cornerstone that we've been talking about. Players like your Reece James, players like, Enzo Fernandez, Moises Caicedo, Cucurella, Levi Colwill. I know he's injured, but Pedro Neto. We've built quite a bit of experience within this group that cannot be ignored anymore. So once you build that, and then you add more youngsters like your Estevals, like your Andre Santos, quality youngsters, the team, I don't mind at all with this philosophy of wanting to buy young and keep building this team. Because let's be honest, and as I said, if there's a very good opportunity out there to buy someone with a lot of experience, I've got no issues for Chelsea Football Club to go out there and buy that player. For example, Florian Wirtz is a young player, talented player. I've got no issues if Chelsea Football Club have, wanting to go after a player like Florian Wirtz. For argument's sake, for example, Jamal Musiala. Now, I'm not saying Chelsea Football Club are going to go and do that, but what I'm trying to say is that type of a player, for example, Fermin Lopez is a player that is starting to gain a lot of experience at the highest level. I've got no problems. In fact, I want Chelsea Football Club to go and get a player like Fermin Lopez. Adding quality young players like that, I've got no issues. Because, let's be honest, Liverpool have shown going out there and buying all the best, whatever best is available in the market, not necessarily means it's going to translate to success. You still need to have the right balance, the right setup to bring together so that, it all makes sense. You can't just bring in two top strikers. You can't just bring in, two really good fullbacks and just expect it to all work out. It's got to have the right balance for the squad. So, look, I don't have any issues with Chelsea Football Club continuing in the vein of trying to locate the next best youngsters, because by the time the next best one comes along, Esteval Willian has become a cornerstone of Chelsea Football Club. So that's the philosophy. Keep going on like that and buy top talented young players. I've got no problems or qualms about that. So that's my thoughts on that. You guys let me know in the comment section what you think about that news that's been floating around now. Now, lastly, I want to talk about Arsenal Football Club, ladies and gentlemen. Everyone's like, who's going to stop Arsenal? Who's going to stop Arsenal? Oh, Liverpool dropping points. Why not us? Why not us? Everyone's looking at Manchester City. Go, Man City. Now we want you to stop them in the Champions League. We want XYZ teams to stop them. Why not Chelsea Football Club? As far as I know, Arsenal, since Arteta took over, what has he achieved? It's finished second number of times, not won any trophies besides the FA Cup. Yes, don't get me wrong, they look like a very strong team. 100%. Strong defense, strong goalkeeper, good midfield, very strong midfield, and very strong up front. Good striker, excellent striker. Great attacking options in terms of wingers. Cool, no problems. Let's combat. They've smacked Atletico Madrid and now everyone's scared. Oh my God, look at Arsenal. Best team in the world. Can't be beaten. Cannot be broken. They should go and win it all. Football doesn't work that way. Honestly, I can't wait for Chelsea Football Club to face Arsenal this season. I cannot wait for that fixture. Arsenal, until and unless you win something, I'm always going to have the doubt on your team. Always. I'm not going to sit here and act all scared. I'm always going to have the mindset, let's bring it on. I know Chelsea Football Club, we don't have the best of records against Arsenal in recent times, but we've been growing. We've been doing better. Yes, in recent times it's shown that the long throw-ins, the set pieces can be a huge problem for us as well, but we need to learn how to combat this. Arsenal are masters at it, sure, but we need to learn how to combat this. I'm not scared. I acknowledge the fact that they're a very good team, but I'm not scared. As I said, unless and until you actually go on and win something big, and by big I mean Premier League or the Champions League or both, I'm never going to sit here and say that, oh, I'm so scared of Arsenal. I'm shivering. I don't want to meet them. They're going to just cook us. Yeah. Look, as much as the performance against Atletico Madrid was fantastic, and it was, they made Atletico Madrid look really poor in the second half especially. I know Arsenal can be got. Not that long ago, they got beat by Liverpool. And it's a Liverpool that can't even seem to pick up a victory right now. So football is a funny game. Football is a funny game. Injuries can change the course as well. And I'm not, hoping injuries on Arsenal, but it's a long season. Form can go up and down. And on any given day, anything can happen. And once you go on a bit of a slide, that could become a trend. So look, let's see, man. I'm not worried. I acknowledge they're a good team, and I can't wait till I face Arsenal Football Club. And I'm not hoping for Liverpool and Manchester City go and stop these guys. See if we can do our job. Why not? We have to believe. I'm sick and tired of sitting here and hoping for others to mop up the crap. We need to take care of business ourselves. So let's go on and have a really good victory against Ajax today in the Champions League. Let's win against Sunderland during the weekend in the Premier League, and then we'll see what happens. Ladies and gentlemen, let me know your thoughts about Arsenal. Are you scared? Are you concerned? Let me know in the comment section. Smash up the like button if you're here for the first time. Subscribe, hit the bell notification to stay in touch with all my content. Till next time, take care. See ya.